What up, Swag Squad? Tea with the Diva here. I won't be before you long because I'm doing a live this evening for I'm doing a live this evening for this damn dog. Sandy, stop. Good evening, Swag Squad. Tea with the Diva here. I will not be before you long today. I only have a few things that I want to put into the live. I want to thank all of my new subscribers and my existing subscribers. Can y'all please hit the like button, the thumbs up on the way in, please. It seemed like all day this dog can be so quiet you can hear a rat piss on cotton. Hello, Kayla. Thanks for joining me. You can hear a rat piss on cotton, and as soon as I get on the live, it never fails. She starts going berserk like she don't have no sense. So, as long as everybody can hear me, thumbs up. I could be heard. I can be seen. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. I just came to see if y'all, thank you so much for hitting the like button, but I just came to see if y'all had heard about two stories. So, Jennifer Williams from Basketball Wives. Those of you that don't know, she's just recently married to a young man named Christian. He wants his name to be Christian Gold, but his name is Christian something else right now. It's not Christian Gold, but that's what he wants to change his name to. He want to change his name to Christian Gold. But, hello, Beverly. Thank you for joining. His name is Christian something or another, but he want to change his name to Christian Gold. And it looked like, hello, Kareem. Thank you for joining. It looked like I'm not the only person who just have horrible luck with men, because my luck is nowhere near as bad as Jennifer's. First of all, remember, she was dealing with the big hip guy, Tim, from, hello, Aaron Ram. The big hip guy, Tim, from Sweetie Pies. Remember the restaurant, the Sweetie Pie lady who used to be one of the Ikettes? She used to sing background for Ike Turner. Can y'all hit the like button? Hey, Real Life Simulations. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. But anyway, so she was dating Big Hip Tim back in the day. So he ended up scamming her for so much money, a certain amount of money, and then he was stalking her, and then she had to get like a PPO on him, and then they were going back and forth to court. If y'all can please hit the like button on the way in, I really appreciate it. And they were going back and forth to court, and he put a PPO out on her, then because she put one out on him, and then he was talking bad about her in the blogs because she was complaining about all the stuff that he did and wasn't doing. And it was just a disaster. Once they were broken up, it was just all bad. Then she was dating a young man from Atlanta who ended up stealing her Range Rover. Did y'all know about him? Jennifer Williams from Basketball Wives, who used to be Evelyn's best friend, she was dating a guy who stole her Range Rover truck. Yes, he stole it because they did some type of car swap, and she went out of town with his car and she shipped his car back to him. They were supposed to do an exchange shipping. He never shipped her car back. He had her car for a substantial amount of time. That, hey Nisha girl, thank you, you too. Thank you for joining. But Jennifer Williams, I'm just talking about Jennifer Williams and her horrible luck with men, and how now she done got into it with everybody because, of course, these accusations came out before they got married. So people were trying to like warn her and then telling her like where there's smoke, there's fire, and letting her know that she's too good for these men who are acting like they're wealthy, but they're not. So it was her fiance at the time, but her fiance ended up having to report back to his parole officer, and he ended up being sentenced before their wedding. But the judge was nice and sweet enough to allow him to go to his wedding. I think he came back and he served a little bit of the time, and then he came back and went to the honeymoon. He was able to go to the honeymoon that he and her had planned and had already paid for. But he has new charges. So Christian Gold, or Jennifer Williams' husband, is now being sued for fraud. It is alleged that, or he is being charged, or he is accused of running a somewhat of a Ponzi scheme. So he would collect anywhere from $100 to $25,000 from these customers. He would tell them that he would put their money into a good stock. I don't know if this was options, forex. I'm not sure what it was, or was he doing like long-term stocks or long-term trading or day trading? I'm not sure exactly what he was doing, but he promised to put their money into a winning stock, which that's not guaranteed. It's illegal to even try to guarantee something like that when you're working with stocks, because stocks is like gambling. And I mean, you can do all the research in the world. You can research this stock. You can go back and read everything you want to on it. Now, you have some really intelligent people who, they trade on something and they very seldom lose. It's no such thing as never losing, but they have people who have a great track record and they win. Hey, Karen, thank you for joining us. And so, you can trade and you can have somebody who does more winning than losing. And then that's somebody that you want to invest in and give them your money so that they can triple, double, quadruple, or whatever your money, as long as you're able to afford to hold your money into those stocks for as long as he's trading them for. You will, be successful in the whole stock thing. But what he was doing was he was spending these people's money. So the charge is like, it's Georgia racketeering. So they said that he had collected upwards of $120,430.86 from these people. He had collected and that's collect from 20 people, collecting anywhere from $100 to $25,000. And he wanted to try to, make it seem like he was like a big wig in Wall Street, and with as far as the stocks go. Hey Pepper, thank you for joining. I see you got the what, did you get the notification this time? Hey PM, thank you for joining. So anyway, this is what he was doing to these people. So he had originally just shut down his stock site. He originally just shut the site down. And oh wow. Okay, thank you, Pepper. I appreciate that so much. Hi Sandra, thanks for joining us. Can y'all hit the like button, please? So he was he had this site up where he was scamming these people. But if you are, what do you call it? Not an inmate, not a, what do you call it when you catch a case? And, dang, I just got a mind block. Whatever it is where you're not able to like vote, and oh my God, it's I want to say, I'm talking about Jennifer Williams from Basketball Wives' husband. A felon. Thank you, Carmegs. If you're a convicted felon, you cannot register and get certified to trade. You cannot be like a registered trader. You cannot. You're a felon, so that excludes you from being able to apply for that type of certification. Now, you can work under somebody and you can say, I'm not certified to put these trades in, but I work with Billy Bob. Yeah, if you're a felon, you can't do it. So, but you can be realistic and you can be forthright and transparent and let your customers or your patients or your whatever they're called, you can let them know, listen, I got into some trouble when I was younger. I'm a convicted felon. So Billy Bob over here, he got a license and I work under his license and he's a reputable person. He can vouch for me because I've been working with him for years and I've been taking trades under his account for years and I've been cleared under him. So here's Billy Bob's number. Here's his certification ID. Here's his license. You can get all of his information. He is credible. He checks out. And this is what I can do. But he didn't do that. So the people that he was getting this money from, they had no idea that he was a convicted felon and that he was excluded from being able to register to trade in this arena. So they had been duped already that way, even though he was duping them all along because he was just not being truthful. And he and Jennifer, they have a YouTube channel. And I guess, they talk about all things trading, relationships, and all things like that. So Jennifer, one time on one of their stories, she goes along and she tells the story about the day that she was sitting next to him and he was on his laptop. And she's watching the money in this account grow rapidly. She's like, in the matter of 7 minutes, he made about $50,000. So whoever was interviewing them, I believe it was Carlos King. Carlos King asked them who makes the most money between him and Jennifer. Jennifer said him because she looked at that account that she was looking at and she said, there's no way that you made $50,000 in 7 minutes. And that just continues to increase and increase and increase because she doesn't have a lot of knowledge of what he's trading, how often he's trading, what type of trading business he has, how much money he's taking from these poor people. And she's just speaking because she's like, I know my eyes didn't lie to me, but it's just so bold because she's being scammed again by another man. It's like when she falls in love, she does not think. It's like her heart opens and her brain totally closes. Ooh, I know a whole lot of women like that. The heart opens and the brain, you can't tell them nothing. It's like they walking through the twilight zone and they don't see on the outside anything past this man that's standing in my face. I don't see anything. So anything you trying to tell me about him, I can't listen. Talk to the hand because the ears are closed. And that always causes for a lot of heartache in the end. It always shows that, and I know Jennifer want to be in love. She want to be married. I can tell she's a hopeless romantic. She seems to just be desperate for a man. She's blinded. My younger sister Pepper said she seems to be just so desperate to have a man. She's blinded. My younger sister is like that. That's not even funny because as women, we end up taking losses. We end up losing a lot because of love. And because we don't want to hear anything, we turn everybody off. And we just want to listen to our hearts. And that is not always a good idea. You cannot just say, I'm going to listen to my heart. And I'm going to let my heart lead me. And not think that it's going to turn out horrible for you. It's always much better. I've known many women that are like that. And sometimes, it's really sad. Hey, open book. Hello, thank you for joining. Yes, Sandra, I do too. I know a lot of women like this as well. But the older we get, the wiser we get. The older we get, the stronger our sense of discernment is. You know what I'm saying? Like our bullshit button. It comes real quick because we just don't have that much time. When we're younger, we able to, take a couple L's, fall in love, be stupid, all kind of stuff. But the older we get, we're not able to take those L's like that because the more of the losses that we're taking is setting us further back. And she has to understand that this is going to be her money that he is going to be playing with. Hey, Queen Sugar. No time for that. No, not at all. But Queen Sugar, and listening to Queen Sugar story, y'all, if y'all haven't seen or y'all not following Queen Sugar's channel, please go to her channel. She was married for a number of years. And her husband, unfortunately, suddenly passed away. But Queen Sugar, let me tell you, baby, be blessed because of the love that you felt, because of the real love that you actually knew. Be blessed to know that you actually were able to tell a story like that. It's so many women who will not be able to tell one of those stories. Pepper said, I don't know about that. My sister over 51, over Sister is 51, over 20 years with that same scammer who isn't trying to marry her. People just need therapy. Yeah, that's true too. 21 years. That's what Queen Sugar said. 21 years. Yes, I am. It's such a blessing. Yes, it was really a blessing. And her story is just such a notebook. It's just like such a beautiful story. I love the way that she speaks about her husband. It just seemed like they were truly in love. And unfortunately, it's not a lot of us who can say we've experienced that type of love. And poor little Jennifer, she's going to be the exact same way once this man gets in trouble, goes to prison. It's 20 people. They have a class action suit against him because he started telling people he was going to give them their money back, and then he started paying back like the small hitters, like the $100, $500. He started paying a couple people back. I think he paid like 7 people. He fully refunded 7 people. That's not a lot. So it's going to be so unfortunate, and she's going to think that people just don't want her to be in love, because that's what they think. Once they have to keep being pulled out of this love and shook and like hit in the side of the head, like, girl, stand up, open your eyes. She feels like we don't want her to be happy. So, yeah, I miss my husband too, over 20 years. Wow. Yeah. Yes, Pepper, you are so right. But yeah, she thinks that people are like hating on her and they don't want her to be happy. But that's not it at all. People really care about her, and they're looking out for her, because where there's smoke, there's fire. So even if you don't believe the entire story, even if you want to say, that life is past, that's his past life, he's not into that anymore, he doesn't do those things anymore, he's not a scammer, he doesn't get over on people, like, just listen to some of these people's stories. Listen to how they say they got involved with him. Listen to how because this is how it happened, allegedly. He would bring these people in, and in the beginning, they would start getting money back. One young lady said they started off with like $5,000. They ended up getting like $14,000. They ended up with upwards of almost $20,000. So what they did was they pulled in more friends. So they had like 3 friend groups that they were like, look, put your money into this, invest your money into this. It was people that invested their entire savings to him because they just knew that he was going to triple it, because this is their best friend. And their best friend just explained to them that this man has got them all this money. So that's how he was able to get them. He was able to, so sorry, Pepper, prayers for you. Yes, prayers to both of you. I understand. No, ma'am. No. Yeah, Queen Sugar, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry we don't have a lot of options out here for y'all. You and Pepper gotta just kind of sit back and just watch us be fooled and played. That type of scam has been used. Yeah, Sandra, it has, but I guess he done tweaked it for the 99 and the 2000. He must have done tweaked it real good, because he and Jennifer is not some raggedy young, she is wealthy herself, and she got a piece of coin of her own. She's not a bum by no stretch of the imagination. And Y'all be fooling. Hey, I'm telling you, girl, just sit back and, girl, I got some stories for you, girl. You can be entertained at best. At least you can just be entertained, girl. Because this shit ain't even, can't even believe it, for real. But she not a bum young lady. So it must be some updated scamming news that he done ran past her, because he was able to get in on her. Yeah, Jennifer is the only child. Yep, lost her parents. Mm-hmm. Pepper, you are so right. You know what? That is definitely something to think about. She is an only child and she does not have her parents anymore. That is so true. I really feel bad for her because, you know, it's a real harsh feeling when you look up and you realize that it wasn't real love. Like, he was playing you the entire time. And it's like, yeah, Queen Sugar, that's true. She an only child and both of her parents gone. She just lost her mother a few years back. But it's like, you really want to believe that this is a real love. Like, she just in her own little bubble. And she want to believe that he is the one. He the one that's telling the truth. He's the one who really wants to do this thing called life with her. And he's not. He's an opportunist. He's into it for what he can get. He don't give two dead dogs about her. And he don't have her best interest at heart, because if he did, he would come clean and he would tell her, I'm going to get back with you when I get myself together. I want to come to you once I'm able to close these chapters and I'm able to, because of course, you know, he telling her just anything. He telling her, okay, she don't know nothing about no criminal system. No, I feel Jennifer should date an older man. Yes, yes, Queen Sugar, that's so true. There are some older men that can, girl, you better say it. Yeah, and then you know what, too, Jennifer is still really, really shallow. Hello. Pepper said hello. Jennifer's still really shallow. So, you know, I mean, he's a really handsome guy, you know. He's something to look at, you know, physically pleasing to see, but way too old for that, girl. That played out back in my 20s. Fine ain't never got you nothing. Fine is really, Fine is not where it's at all. At all. Yeah, she is. She's shallow. But you know what? I would say that until I look at Tim, the son of the sweetie pie lady. He don't look like and she was with him and she loved him until she saw that he wasn't nothing serious, just like this dude. But you know, she felt like she had something when she got with him. He's a looker. She's like, oh yeah, I done really did it now. Oh, he got money, he fine, and he a deadbeat dad. He got two kids, two young kids by, oh, I popped out for a minute. He got two little kids by his baby mother, and he don't pay child support. He don't go see them. And he done lied to Jennifer and told her that him and the girl be into it, and she be telling him he can't see his kids. The baby mother ended up having an interview with Simone from Is That Legal? Girl, is that legal? Yes, pretty boys think they look better than you. They do. They ain't gonna break no sweat. No. And guess what? If y'all hear a bump in the night, he gonna be like, go check that out. See who out there. Come back and tell me. He ain't gonna jump up. He gonna be like, go on, girl, go on out there. Take a stick or something and come back and tell me who it is and what they saying. He gonna lay right in that bed, rubbing his feet together, listening to you get killed and mauled by bears. Cause he too pretty to go out there try to protect you. But yeah, so Simone from Girl Is That Legal interviewed his kid's mother, and she just talked about how, yeah, they not protectors. Exact. And girl, can't screw a light bulb because they don't want to mess up their manicure. They be like, I just got my nails fixed. You want me to chip my nail? You be like, wait. Anyway. But yeah, so she had an interview with Simone, and she talked about how he did her. She talked about how everything was going good. Oh, he ended up moving in with her, just like Jennifer. He ended up needing money from her, just like, Jennifer. It ended up being a thing where they was going to repo his car, and she got some sob story where she had to put her money down for the car because he was waiting on some money to come through. He waiting on a wire or some lawsuit or something that never came. And so he has abandoned his children. And Jennifer feels like whatever he says to her, she can believe him because he's telling the truth. And I'm like, Jennifer, girl, go and talk to them women. Like, that girl ain't lying. She not gonna lie to him about, and then y'all never have the kids. And if he telling you she won't let him see the kids, you call her and talk to her. Hey girl, what's going on? My husband said you don't let him get the kids. What's wrong with y'all? Like, see where her head is at. See what she gonna say. Because she really, nope, she don't have no real friends. But I don't know how friendly her and Evelyn are these days. But her and Evelyn aren't friends anymore because Evelyn tried to tell her about Christian. She tried to put Jennifer up on all the stuff that she had not only heard in the blogs, but the stuff that she had heard out in the streets, the stuff that she had heard from her friends and her family, from just hearing stuff around the way about him. And Evelyn made a post that said, sometimes our friends are too blind or don't want to hear the real, and you have to just love them from afar. So Jennifer, of course, she took offense to that, and she felt like Evelyn was talking about her, which she was. And she felt like, she felt like she should have arranged for them to have a conversation. I guess the subliminals on the internet, kind of make people feel away. But that's how these crazy people be communicating nowadays. But Jennifer actually got real mad at her, and they're not friends anymore. So I'm not sure how authentic their friendship was, but Evelyn was trying to kind of throw some little crumbs out there so that Jennifer could kind of feel her out to see, maybe call her up and be like, girl, what was you talking about? But of course she just cut her off and was just like, I don't want to talk to you no more because you talking about mommy and mommy and mommy and my man loves me, and he would never do anything to harm me or to make me look crazy out here in these streets. So you must not be my friend if you don't support my marriage 110%. Because none of them were at her wedding. Nobody from the TV show. Not Jackie, not Brooke, not Malaysia. Like, she was cool with all of them. Not Evelyn, Brandy, Maxine, she wasn't there. Nobody was at her wedding besides like a couple people from her family and all his family and his friends. Everybody else was, nobody wanted to just see her, be played like that. And of course, yeah, you heard about that, Nisha. Nobody went to the wedding. Nobody wanted to go. And I think that they were kind of like trying to all make a statement during that time. I think they were all trying to kind of like show her something. Like, they all stood in solidarity and together with one another to make a statement to her, to let her know that this nigga ain't shit. He's not the one either, sweetheart. Let's keep moving. Let's move on along. It's been fun since we've been here, but next. And Jennifer wasn't willing to. I mean, she had already spent all that money. She wasn't about to let them ruin her marriage. I mean, ruin her wedding. And I hate that for Jennifer, but she is. She old enough to know better. And that's what I'm saying. She had done spent all that money already. So she didn't want to have to say, I made a mistake. I messed up, y'all. I don't know why I made this decision. This was not the wisest thing for me to do. And I need to just take some time to think about it. Think for myself. She didn't want to do that. She wanted to, I'm going to stick beside him. I'm going to stick beside my mans. And I don't know what you guys are talking about, because this man is rocking my world. And I really dig him. And you guys, yeah, ooh, Karen. Ooh, say that again, girl. Ooh, love will make you do some, woo-wee. Man, oh man. Love will make you do some stupid things. Not crazy, dumb. You be looking stupid. But you know what? I always knew when I was being stupid. I used to tell my homegirls, like, girl, I know this dumb as, well, I'm about to answer this phone, y'all. I'm about to risk it all. This right, I already know. I know what I just said. I know he wasn't nothing. I know I said I wasn't gonna never talk to him again. But while this phone ringing right here, that I'm about to answer, yeah, we about to call this night a night, because I'm about to be going on to the way. So, hey, look, we've all been there, but not no dang on marriage, baby girl. But so we just gonna put a pin in that and see. I'm gonna come back to y'all and let y'all know what happened, because they just put these charges in, and I'm just gonna let y'all know like how we get this I was dumb and naive for my first husband 10 years ago that ended in, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Domestic violence and drug abuse. Yeah, that's unfortunate. But yeah, I mean, hey, Queen Sugar, we've all been there, baby girl. We've all been there. I don't think any of us can just say, look, we escaped the dumb ages. We all got the stories to tell about it. But hey, you live and you learn, right? The best divorce of my life. It's purpose for everything, Pepper. Yep, you are so right. That's true. He prepared you for your husband. Your real husband. Yes. Also, my last story, y'all. I don't know if y'all heard about, but this guy named Anthony Edwards, he a basketball player. I think he played, is that Minnesota Timberwolves? I don't know a whole lot about basketball, but I know about the gossip and all the drama that come with it. But anyway, he has a baby mother named Ayesha Howard. Anthony Edwards. I'm good. Lincoln. What's that say? Lincoln Leak Gray. Thank you for joining me. I don't know exactly what your name says, but Link Gray. Thanks for joining. But anyway, his name is Anthony Edwards. But he only 23. He has a baby by a girl named Ayesha Howard. And their baby is 4 months old. They showed the texts from her notifying him of the positive pregnancy test. He texting her back saying, I don't want a kid by you. Go get the smortion. Go do that. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to be. He already had 2 kids, September and October of 2023. Then he had a baby, March of 2024. And then they had their baby. This man has not seen this baby. He said that he does not want to meet this baby. He said that, yes, Pepper, he said he don't want to be bothered with this baby. He said that he does not want to know this baby. He will pay the child support. So now she's watching him on the web, Instagram, the Shade Room, Neighborhood Talk, YouTube, Facebook, wherever, going to the other kids' birthday parties, baseball games, t-ball, all of this, and he don't even want to know her child. And I feel I don't know how true this is, but they're saying that she wanted to move to California because, of course, in California, you get more child support. And I think that they are currently in Georgia. So I guess he told the judge and stuff that she was trying to move to California to get more money or whatever. But if he can't prove that, he don't know why she's trying to move to California. But I just said this really has to be a depressing thing, because I'm not sure what type of relationship or bond or courtship or just bumping and grinding situationship they had, but whatever they had, it was intimate enough for it to be unprotected. And although he told you before you had the baby, yeah, I feel bad for that baby. He told you before you had the baby that he didn't want to be bothered and he didn't want you to have that baby. and that he wanted you to get the submersion and just kaput. And he don't want to know nothing about the baby. I'm sure she didn't believe this. Here we go. These men abandoning their children. Yeah. And they say women a problem. You know, Pepper, I said that too. I said maybe he'll mature. But this situation makes me believe that he is going to prove a point to her. And I think that's why he's flaunting the outings with these other children, because he wants her to see, I'm a good father to my kids that I love. And this is just what you're going to have to deal with, because I told you that I didn't want this baby and you wanted to go ahead and have this baby. So now you have to deal with your child, and you can get a couple coin. Because I ain't even tripping off that. I mean, he got like, oh my God, I forgot how much he got when he signed on. But you know they giving him so many millions. So he got so much money, he ain't gonna miss that money. It don't matter where you move to. Whatever he pay. Yeah, so it's like, I just feel so bad. Like you said, Queen Sugar, I feel so bad for this baby, because the baby does not have anything to do with the mother and the father. I was thinking about, Dwight Howard and Royce at first. He said, I'll just pay child support. But he wanted to, Pepper, that's true. But he wanted to accept the child into his life. Just for what? So he can control that little boy, so that he can tell that little boy how he's supposed to think and how he's supposed to walk and how he's supposed to react, because he's still not a good father to him. Allegedly, the way Royce tell it, he talks to him reckless. He's always speaking down about his mother. Don't nobody want to hear nobody talking about their mother. If every time I talk to my dad, he's saying something negative about my mother, I don't want to talk to him. I believe Royce too, Queen Sugar. I believe her. Because she's been screaming this for so many years. She has been trying to get this message out to us, but it's like we don't listen because he has the money. He is the one that's famous. And so he controls the narrative. So when she comes out and she admits something or gives us a tidbit of information, he comes back and says she crazy. Man, she's so crazy. She been crazy forever. I'm talking about, that's why I ain't even stay with her, because she real crazy. She all the way gone. And then we looking like, oh, that's just crazy Royce again. And until this year, the little boy is, how old is that little boy? 18, 17, 18? All his life, he has been controlling the narrative. He has been telling us, man, she crazy. She just jealous. She hating. She just mad because I don't want to be with her. She just mad, man. She mad because she don't live in no mansion. She mad because I wouldn't give her no money for her to open up her dance school. And then we be like, okay, Royce just tripping. He already said that she mad because he won't give her no money. And then we move on to the next. But all these years, that girl has been telling the truth. And we were not believing her or was not listening to her. And she just kept screaming and screaming. Well, she had the gag order for so many years, but she was trying to say little things. She would leave little crumbs around and, just expose certain things in the type of wording that she could use. And, I guess because she couldn't be fully transparent and couldn't tell the whole story, we would be like, man, she couldn't be telling the truth because she can't even talk about the stuff fully. But it was because he had her silenced. And like she said, He had all that money and it cost to go to court. So she wasn't able to compare, to have to go to court day by day. He kept filing motion after motion after motion, and she could not afford to file all those motions. She couldn't even afford to fight all of those motions because, they're not in the same tax bracket. And he took advantage of that. He really did. He took advantage of that. That's another person that's crazy. That Amy girl that he just proposed to. I am not somebody that got all this controversy around them. Like I said, where there's smoke, there's fire. So when people say stuff about people, even if they're not 100% telling the truth, something about this story, it's not like he's an angel and they're all saying that he's a horrible person. It's somewhere in the middle. He can't be an angel and they all down here saying this about him. I gotta listen to, y'all gotta meet me somewhere in this middle where I can get the reality of it, where I can understand the type of man that he could be, because he's your Prince Charming today. But whoever this person is that's doing all of these horrible things to the mother of his children, the mother of his son, and to his son, and to whomever else around them, that person is going to show up one day when you least expect it. He is going to show, because he lives there. He lives in there too. He just right now is in a happy, blissful place. And now, he's sending his representative. You go out there, dog. I don't want to show her who I am for real right now. Go on out there and you just keep on, giving her roses and writing poems and giving her cards and buying new dresses and buying new red bottoms. And you go out there and you be my representative. And then he's not going to be able to help but show himself in less than a year. I'm sure it'll be less than a year, because I couldn't have just said, yes, I'm going to marry him. And I've never seen this side of him. And he's very nice when it comes to me, because the way that he treats other people, it has to come around. Every dog has its day. You will have your day as well. He just wants to be the perfect person to you so that you won't want to leave. He gonna be the perfect person, everything you've ever dreamed of, everything you've ever wanted. But this person, this horrible person that he is, hello Marie, this person that he is, he will eventually be talking to you too. He's going to be conversing with you. He'll be arguing with you. Hey, Carmen. Yep, love bombing. Yes, Queen Sugar. That's exactly what he's doing. Right now, he's in the love bombing stages. And I know exactly what love bombing is. And you are so right, Queen Sugar. That love bombing, they will be everything you ever thought you wanted to be with until they don't. And then you're able to see who they really are. And you like, wow, what? No, this couldn't be him, because he is such a beautiful man. He has done everything. He pulled out my chair. He opened my door. He don't let my feet touch the ground. Hey, Danita. Thank you for joining us. He loved me so much. He don't let my feet touch the ground. He tells me he loves me all day. He buys me cards. He writes me poems. He tells everybody else he loves me. He tells my mother. He tells all my friends. He tells everybody in my family. Everybody comes up to me and be like, dang, he really loved you. He loved you a whole lot. Oh yeah, you got you one, girl. I ain't never had nobody love me that much. And baby. Ooh-wee. When them tables turn, you be like, who are you? Where did you, and what door did you come in? Because I don't remember letting you in, sir. How did you get here? Yes. Oh, baby. Love you down, baby. When I say my feet didn't touch the ground, Carmen. Carmen, you better say it again. Carmen said, narc. Oh, baby, you better say it again. Oh, baby, I'm talking about my feet didn't touch the floor. I didn't have to pick, if I didn't want to pick up utensils to eat, I didn't have to. Because that man was going to cut my steak. He was going to feed me. He was going to tear the paper off my straw, put my straw in my drink and hold it up. I'm talking about I didn't have to do nothing. Not nothing. Because he was going to make sure it was done. Did not want my feet to touch the floor at all. Felt like I was too good for this world. Didn't want me to go to the store. I couldn't pump gas. I didn't touch. Oh my God. I'm talking about love bombing 101. And when I say a stone cold fool, I'm talking about a stone cold fool. You wouldn't eat. Thank God I never dealt with any like physical, but definitely emotional, verbal. Oh my goodness. Verbal, emotional. After you mean to tell me my feet couldn't touch the floor, you can conjure up those words to say to me? Like all the love that you had for me? You mean to tell me you can say those words about me? Oh my goodness, because they're never wrong. They're never wrong. You did something to push them to that. So whatever you did to antagonize them, that's what made them say those horrible words. Because originally, they want to just love you to death. But once they get so angry and territorial, they will just pop off. And then, see what you made me do? You see what you made me do? Man, I love you. I wouldn't have wanted to say that to you. You know how much I love you. I never want to say nothing mean or bold like that. Man, I ain't mean that. I just couldn't believe you took me there. I couldn't believe you made me go there. And you be sitting there like, what the? They got two brains? Like, what? You be like, I'm not understanding. Is this Dr. Jekyll or Mr. Hyde? Like, what had happened? What had happened? What? And then you be like, you be thinking that you crazy. So you be like, I'm crazy. I'm overthinking. No, because he real sweet. And then you be like, he gonna go back to that. He gonna go back to that real sweet person. And then you be like, he gotta go back to that. Because that's who he really is. He really the one who didn't want my feet to touch the floor. So I'm just gonna wait until this shift come back and he go back there. Because that's who he really is. This here, I'm not sure who this is, but this is who he is. This is my man. I'm just gonna wait. I'm wait. I'm waiting. Wow. Where is he? Will he ever come back? Is he in there? Do he live there? Hello? Hello? Yeah. No. Mommy, I'm telling you, Pepper. I'm telling you, that's how it be. It be mommy, and that's how we be. But it's just, you just have to know that once you get somebody and you seeing this side of them and everybody else telling you about this side, kind of get to the middle of it. Because somewhere in the middle is who he really is. Because he can't be all this glitz and glam all the time, especially when this here doesn't match this. Like, he cussing Royce out, he cussing her son out, he taking her to court every month, he going back and forth. Anybody who just want to poke the bear like that can't be all of that gentleman up there, because that type of person wouldn't even operate like this. So, Amy, girl, you better open your eyes and open your ears and do not just disregard everything that you hear horrible about him, because all he's showing you is all of this wonderful stuff, and y'all pray together and he reads scriptures to you, sweetie. The devil was an angel, so you got to know that they can lay it on thick and talk about how God sent you because you such an angel, and I don't know what I did to deserve you, because you are so sweet and so beautiful. And now I have you, and I just feel like I'm just too blessed because God just really loved me. And he gonna buy all that stuff. He gonna build you all the way up. He gonna do everything that you think you want him to do until all of that run out. Because he got to. Because that's his representative. He not going to be able to keep that facade on for too long. He not going to keep it. If he ain't already shown her signs, I wouldn't be surprised. Yup. Build you up to tear you down. I wouldn't be surprised if he done already snapped on her a time or two. But of course, when he come back and baby, I'm sorry. I don't know what got into me. Baby, it's just that I don't like for you to do such and such and such and such. And I don't like for you to, and it just do something to me. Like the thought of somebody else looking at you or touching you or being next to you, like, man, it just make me just, I hate the way that I feel. And I don't want you to even, I don't want to have to go there ever with you again. But baby, if he was really that sweet of a guy and that nice and that respectful and that mature, he wouldn't even be able to go there and get outrageous and be somebody that you don't know and don't recognize. He wouldn't even be able to step outside of that. He would, of course, he not perfect. So, of course, y'all going to have a difference of opinion, and he's not going to agree with everything that you say, but he's not going to, I'm sure the way that he probably done snapped on her a time or two and just done apologized immensely. Man, I hate myself. I hate that about me. I hate that I can go there. But man, that ain't for you. You too sweet for that. I don't mean that. I don't mean that to be for you. Because you too sweet. You don't deserve that. And then he back buying you shoes and y'all going to games and he writing poems and buying cards and stuff. And then you back here again. And you be like, dang, why you always just get mad like that, and then he apologized, and we be back good. But why do we have to? Because that ain't really him, baby. And then once y'all start kind of coming off that honeymoon stage, and y'all start living regular life and having regular like debates, and Pepper said, I'm so grateful my daughters found great men and are married now. Ooh, Pepper, isn't that a blessing? Oh my goodness, I love my son-in-law. I love my son-in-law. He is like the best. And I mean, if I was her for real, I would be like, I'm going to look back at these people and see what they talking about. Because you see, when she with him, and she was trying to clap back at somebody else online about him. And he was telling her, don't clap back. No, don't respond to that. They just the devil. They don't understand me. And she told him, but you such a sweet guy. I don't know why people say all these mean things about you. Amy, open your eyes, baby. If it's too good to be true, it's too good to be true. Because he's not a sweet guy like that. Yes, Queen Sugar, he is. Especially the way that she feels and how she like jumps in front of him to say, no, you won't talk about my man like that. Like, just step back. Let him fight his battles. I'm watching some of these young girls allowing guys to just do it. Yeah, it is. It's a different day and age. It's a different day and age. But he got his representative proposing to her. And that's who's courting her right now. Because she feels compelled to respond for him, to speak up for him, to let the world know what type of man he is to her. And it's a ride or die. Yeah, it is a ride or die mentality, Queen Sugar. And she feels like I gotta speak up for him because he's such a good guy. I don't know why these people are always saying such evil things about him. And he's so sweet. He really is really good. Like, he prays with me. We speak about the Bible. We go to church together. He's always checking on me. He's always wanting me to be happy and have a smile on my face. I don't know this man that everybody is talking about. Thank you, Evolving. Is that Evolving Marissa? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for the roses. But yeah, she don't know why these people are saying these horrible things about him, because she's so in love with him and all she sees is the perfect him, because that's who he is right now. He's the man that bought her the ring. He's the man who she goes to the games with. He's the man who has taken her to church. And she feels like he's such a beautiful person. I don't understand why people are saying these things about him, because he's not such a beautiful person. The hell he done put this girl through, all because she wouldn't march to the beat of his drum, all because she wouldn't he wanted to buy her a house and put it in his name and she didn't want it. She just said, I'll just stay in my condo. And he felt like she was stupid, because who would want to do that? And anybody with some sense would. Because if you buying me a house, why can't my name go on it? It's because you want to have something to control me with. And he wants to be able to purchase her a home and put it in his name, so that once she doesn't do something, I'm talking about Dwight Howard and what's that girl name? I don't know. Royce. His child's mother. Well, one of his children's mother. We talking about Royce. And then Dwight Howard's new fiance, Amy. She's just totally oblivious to the way that he really is, because she doesn't know that side of him. She feels like people are continuously picking on him. Yes, he does, Marissa. Oh, he do. And not only do he owe her years of therapy for the abuse, but he owe her years of therapy because she couldn't even say her own son's name. Do y'all remember that? He put a gag order on her where she couldn't say her son's name. You know, ooh, the power of a dollar. Yeah. Yeah. But the power of a dollar. Yep, he wicked, Marissa. He is. But his fiance, that girl he just proposed to, she don't think so. She feels like you guys are wrong for calling him wicked. She feels like you guys should not think, because you guys don't know him, you guys should not think that he is a horrible person, because you shouldn't believe Royce and what she's saying. We should believe her and the way he's treating her. And we should just say, yeah, she got to go through it herself. That's so sad. Like, girl, we done bumped our head already for you. You don't got to bump your own head because we bumped ours. You don't got to bump your head. She want that money. You think he giving her some? You think, I don't even know if he's sharing. It seems like he be tight with that little coin. And if you don't do what he tell you to do, he taking it back. It seemed like he one of them stingy dudes that'll be like, we can go shopping, but I gotta go with you. And I gotta go in the store with you. And then he gotta buy everything that you think you want. And he ain't gonna give you no bankroll to go by yourself or give you no card and just tell you to go get what you want. He gonna be like, I'll go with you. And you pick the stuff out and I'm just gonna or the lifestyle. Now, Carmen, that might be, you might be on to something now. Because she from here. She from Detroit. And he do look like a cheapskate. She from Detroit, and she was on Love and Hip Hop, and she had that little check going, but she didn't really have no money for real. So, he turning her on to a totally different lifestyle. And you right, Carmen. He could get I could see her getting used to that and being like, yeah, this gonna be my man. This what we about to do. Some of these women don't care. They would try if they think they can get something out of it. Yeah, that's true, Pepper. She's and I'm sure she's one of them. All right, Carmen, what up, though? Yeah, but she is going to find out the hard way, because she is not willing to just be level-headed and look at both sides. And even stay in your relationship. Stay with your man. Nobody not telling you just to leave. We just saying open your mind to some of these things that people are saying, and don't think that they're all lying. Just hold it in the back. You don't have to do anything with it right now, except just make sure you don't call everybody no liar, because you can't tell somebody how their experience was with somebody. You can only tell somebody how your experience was with that person, because just because he treating you good don't mean that that's how he treated everybody that he was with, even though that's what he lying and telling you. That couldn't possibly be the case, sweetheart. I'm telling you. But you know how we do. We don't want nobody talking about our man, especially when we in love. Yep. Queen Sugar, stop thinking everybody a hater. Girl, people ain't got no reason to hate on you. People trying to help you out. Ain't nobody, what we gonna hate on you for? Everybody, I mean, she don't seem like a bad young lady. She seemed like she pretty cool. So, I mean, if we all want you to be happy, we want you to win too. We just don't want you to go in nothing blind and talking about, don't talk about my man because my man is the sweetest person that I know. And I'm tired of them putting these false accusations out on you. And you are nowhere near this person that they're describing, and they're believing everything that she's saying at this point, and you are none of that. You don't do any of that, any of those things. They just don't even know that she's lying. That's what she said. She said Royce is lying. She's doing it for clout, and she is saying things to try to get on people blogs, and Cam Newton had her on and all of that. She says she just going on a world tour just to lie on him. And I'm like, well, he know a lot about court. Tell him to sue her for defamation of character. If she's lying so much about what she went through, and he's telling you that those are untruths that she's spewing, tell him to sue her for defamation so she could stop speaking negatively of him, and she can start on her apology tour. And she could say, I'm sorry for what I said about Mr. Howard, and he is none of that I accused him of being, and I made it all up. It was a lie. It was all a lie. But she can't do that, and he can't sue her for it because that's her story, and he knows that a lot of that stuff did happen, and ain't nothing he can do about that. Thank you, Nisha. I appreciate that. Oh, I've been on here for an hour and a half, y'all. Oh, wait. The time really do be flying, for real. I gotta do my live tonight. Thank y'all. Thank y'all, Swig Squad, for joining me this evening. I enjoyed you all. Can y'all please make sure that y'all hit the like button? Thank you, Nisha. And y'all hit the like button. Thank you for everybody who is newly subscribed. Continue to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Please. This is Tea with the Diva. Hi, Monica. Hello, love. I'm just getting off. Thank you so much for joining, though. I really appreciate you. Until next time, Pepper. Until next time, everybody. Thank you all for joining. I appreciate y'all. See y'all tomorrow. Tea with the Diva. Out. Enjoy your evening. Thank you.